All right, so hello everyone, and welcome to Q&A live stream number 163. It is approximately, 5:50 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today is July 8th, Thursday, July 8th, 2021. So we do have a couple things to talk about. Obviously, the announcement of the Avenue, which is the luxury wing, that will be opening up on September 17th, 2021. So that is very exciting. But as we all know, because of Hudson Bay's contract with Kone, that will be unfortunately a Kone elevator, whether it was 555 or Hudson's Bay installing it. It will be a Kone either way. Unfortunately, that is very unfortunate, but no surprises there. We knew we were not. It's not, and it's not even speculation. It unfortunately is going to be a Kone. Unfortunately, just given the the circumstances, and of course the exclusivity of the contract, which I was surprised to learn that J.C. Penney actually switched back to Schindler, which to me was very interesting that J.C. Penney did that. And anyways, hello, Elevators of Steel City by Otis Elevator Fan 102. How are you? And hello, what's it called? And hi, Dylan G. Jesus, how are you? No, I think they're going to do an eco disc, whatever the cheapest Kone is possible. Hudson Bay is going to cut corners any way they can. I don't think it'll be a hydro. It would be nice if it's a hydro, but it'll probably be an eco disc. I can bet on that. There's plenty of eco discs with an American Dream, so I don't think that will also be there. I mean, I don't think it'll be a hydro. Sorry. So we have that. Obviously, Bed Bath & Beyond announced the closing this week oh wow, they pulled some kind of American shirt after Backlash. Oh man, crazy. So But anyways, so getting back to the live stream, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be that. It would be interesting if it is, but I highly doubt it. Hello, Scorch. I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking. But they just announced, JCPenney rather, they're going to be liquidating a store in Greenwood, Mississippi, and it is closing in fall of 2021. Confirmation can come from both, what's it called? The website itself and the liquidator, which is SB360. So they're the ones that are liquidating the JCPenney store. No other confirmations on Sears and Kmart, it seems, for now. I could check their Sears Careers, which is basically where we find out about store closings and stuff. Let's see. So sometimes they post new types of jobs, but that does not seem to be the case today, unfortunately. So, oh, good. That's good. Yeah, I'm trying to go to the DreamWorks water park. It's expensive as hell though. $100. It's such an awesome water park too. Like it's something to experience once. I mean, I definitely wouldn't do it again, but it's something to definitely experience at least once. Yeah, it's going to be called the Avenue. That's the name of the luxury wing at American Dream. So, I know it's $100 though. It's expensive. It's very and trust me, I love water parks, but it's very expensive to get in there. So I'm trying to figure out to hopefully go there at some point. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But Barney's New York wanted to be exclusive, and now they're with Saks. So, I mean, I'm hoping they'll do a Barney's New York thing within the Saks Fifth Avenue. That would be like a nice tribute to them actually having a physical store there. Although, yeah. And Hilco, I believe, is starting liquidation sales pretty soon at three tenants. They're doing a pharmacy chain. I guess they were seven locations. I guess they were holding off for a while. We don't know which pharmacy chain. Most likely, it's going to be Rite Aid at this point. Um, that major pet store, though, they finished. Um, oh, we just had a major thunderstorm. So you guys are basically having the weather that we're having right now at the moment. Uh, So now that I know there may or may not be a lot of people coming on because I know some people may have lost power. So yeah, Bridgewater Commons. I mean, look, they still have Starbucks at the Village, so that's not the worst thing in the world for them to close it. I mean, I guess that one just wasn't getting a lot of traffic. You just gotta, yeah, yeah. We're having a bunch of rain too. We're having whatever that tropical storm that's coming up the coast. But the good news is it's going to happen overnight, and then for us, at least where I am, it'll all be said and done by I think around 11 o'clock tomorrow. So I guess that's a good thing. Um, yeah, I agree. Oh, you're in Bethany Beach, Delaware. Oh, that's nice. Enjoy it down there. Yeah, I know Elsa impacted Florida. And the good news is there's not any more storms at the moment, so I guess that's a good thing. Oh, and that Ferris wheel is also opening up too. The Pepsi wheel, if I didn't mention that already. So, and what else is opening up? Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take a phone call. So we're back. So sorry. Yeah, it's not exactly a food court. I think the Coca-Cola food court is still closed. The food court's open, just not the Coca-Cola food court. You could. You just got to save up money for it. For it. Hello, Retail Forever. How are you? Yes. No, I thought Pinstrips was going in the I thought they were going in the what's it called? Are you sure they're going in the former Uniqlo? I thought they were going in. They were going to be in the lifestyle part of the mall. I mean, that changes everything. Makes sense. Well, you know what? That I mean, out of the two malls, I'm kind of glad that Pinstrips is going in the former Uniqlo spot. That's actually smart that they're going to do it there, and it makes sense because they have that. I mean, that's such a perfect space for it too because they have the basement there. I don't know if they're going to keep the elevators though. They might replace those. I don't know if they're going to keep those. It'd be interesting to see what Pinstrips does to them, but it makes sense because STEM is moving out of that spot, so that makes a lot of sense then. So so that makes sense. Publix, that makes sense. Oh, you're back from Atlantic City. That's cool. Yeah, I guess that makes sense that they're going to be doing that at then for at the mall rather. Sorry. Oh wow. I'm surprised there's nobody on the stream. Hmm. But how are you, John C? Okay, that makes sense. And then I guess STEM is going to be on where J.C. Penney was in a smaller spot, so that totally makes sense. Actually, oh, you're still here? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know because it's really weird. I gotta refresh the page. Give me 1 second. Okay, now it's gonna take a couple of seconds to read, so it's just just stinks sometimes doing this stuff. Anyways, no, I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I won't. I will be. I'm not really going anywhere this weekend. I'm kind of just staying here, honestly. Might try and go to the DreamWorks water park, but I can't give any more details. It's a maybe. I don't know yet. I gotta wait and see. But stay tuned for further details. Um, I am running low on elevator videos, so there might be a little gap, and I do apologize about that. So, but I do have a video at least up until tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have to find some new stuff to put up in the meantime. So, but I'm trying my best, guys, and it's hard for me to get content if I don't have to be in an area somewhere. But I am trying. It's the weather was another factor, and it's also the sunny days. I would like to try and enjoy my pool, which is pretty nice too. It's just the price and amount. It's $100. That's expensive for a water park. If it was 20, I'd say I would do it in an instant. 100's a lot. I mean, it's worth it. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of money for the water park. Well, it doesn't surprise me that 7-Eleven wants to do that. They'll do anything to be anywhere, I guess. I know. I'm waiting for that Sears announcement, and then I'm going to Newport. I'm just waiting for that announcement. Splish Splash for me is a far drive. I would do it, but it's all the way at the end of Long Island. It's a pretty far drive. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I know. It was pouring. Yeah, it's pouring again, of course. Yep. So, but yeah, I'm waiting on getting. I want to get to Newport, but Sears isn't closing right now at the moment. I'm waiting until Sears makes that announcement. That's a very far drive for me. That's almost an hour and a half. Uh, it's I would do it. I would do it, but it's far. It's an hour and a half by car, and mass transit it would be expensive as heck. Freehold is different because that was close enough where I was willing to do it, and it was one of 5 stores in the state. I want to see that store, but it's far. The problem, John C, is all of the stars would have to align in order for me to see that store. A lot would have to align, but it's just right now. It's just unlikely at this point that I will get there. I'd rather see Sears in Jersey City than seeing Sears in Media, Pennsylvania. Sears in Jersey City has an Otis. That is a Westinghouse. Yeah, I went to Bridgewater when Lord and Taylor was closing. I rode the ThyssenKrupp oil hydraulics, the two Westinghouses at both department stores, which were Macy's and Bloomingdale's, and the Westinghouse elevator at Lord and Taylor, which was the main reason why I went out to Bridgewater because that was a pretty unique 3-level Lord and Taylor with all different departments on each of the 3 levels, which is pretty unique in New Jersey because the only other Lord and Taylor like that was Fashion Center. Except the key difference between those two locations is that Lord and Taylor was built as a Hanes, there was no restaurant, and the Fashion Center one had a restaurant. So Epco Circle Line, oh, those are fun. Epco Circle Line, I've been on a couple of those. Boscov's Woodbridge, Macy's Woodbridge, which used to be Stearns, and then Boscov's, which was Hanes. What's another one with Epco Circle Line? Oh man, I can't even think off the top of my head of which is so no. Bamberger's Gardens, yes, Bamberger's Garden State Plaza. Gimbals, yes, Gimbals. For a very short time, Harrisburg Mall had a Lord and Taylor store. Like a very short time, and there's a very little picture of it. But that's now the Bass Pro Shops. But that was Lord and Taylor at one point, and May did all the design, which I was not a fan of. Chris, Staples is closing in Newark, Delaware at the Christiana Town Center. Doesn't surprise me that Staples is closing. Matter of fact, I was in a Staples today. Something for college related. Kind of dead, honestly. I mean, it was my local store. It'd be sad to see it go, but at the same time, I could kind of see why that they'd want to pull the plug on that store. You were boxing with your cousin. Oof. I hope you didn't get hurt. Oh, you were knocked out. Ouch. Did you find any articles on there? No, I did not. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, it makes sense. Aldi makes a lot of money. I went to Freehold Raceway Mall and I did some painting at the Color Me Mine at Team Adventure Summer Program on a field trip. Yeah, I just I don't know. I mean, I know they're easy to access, but I don't know personally. Wow, he hit you in the back of the head. Ouch. No, I did not, unfortunately. I just know that it's been rumored to close for a long time now. Like they were having meetings and they were saying it was gonna close, so I don't know personally. Yes, Cuomo is still governor of New York. He's not up till what's it called, 2022. But that's all I'm going to leave it as for politics. But yes, Cuomo is still governor of New York. He's up for reelection though next year. My governor, being Phil Murphy, is up for election this year. Which that's all I'm going to say. Not about. I do not want to start a political debate here. But anyways, getting back to retail. So yeah, Hilco is currently going to begin liquidations at a national pharmacy chain, international fashion retailer. And here's a really interesting one. Um, what's it called? Vapor for Life. But that's an online auction, while the other ones it's an in-person auction. Yeah, that's what I try to do mostly. I try to, keep political stuff very small because it just creates too much debacle and too many debates and too many arguments and just there's just not time for that on this live stream. So I like to try and make every minute count. So yes, I heard Gap. Yeah, that was surprise. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but it is a shocker definitely that Gap is closing all stores in the United Kingdom. But I mean, look at how many COVID waves they had. I mean, in Japan, I just heard this is COVID related. They're declaring a state of emergency, and they actually just barred any spectators. Whether I mean, obviously abroad was banned, but any Japanese spectators were barred from going to the Olympics, which kind of makes sense given. Kind of makes sense given the. I don't even know what I was talking about. Yeah, given the things. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Olympics. Yeah, yeah. Now they were cases were increasing, and they just didn't want to, which is smart. And they're doing restrictions, so it makes sense at least. And not all their population is vaccinated yet, of course. So it's going to take time. Yes, mainly about stores closing. So yeah, that's stores. Dave and Buster's is at the stores. Nope, just Gap in the UK. Gap United States is staying open for physical locations. Yes, that is correct. The observation wheel, which is the Pepsi wheel, is opening around the same time as the luxury wing. Correct. Tomorrow I'm going to Dave and Buster's at Woodbridge Center, and I'm also going to get some lunch. Well, can't you just get lunch at Dave and Buster's? I mean, it's an arcade and it's a place where you can get food. Closest one to me is at Willowbrook. I haven't been there once. Not once have I been to Dave and Buster's. I've been to Dave and Buster's Palisades because New Jersey they had this really weird law back in the day when at least when I was growing up, you couldn't sell alcohol and food with arcade things, so it barred Dave and Buster's from opening up a store in New Jersey. They closed the loophole finally, and now we have Dave and Buster's in New Jersey. We have one. We actually have three in New Jersey: Gullister, which is near Philadelphia. Woodbridge Center, which is at the Woodbridge Center Mall, and the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne, New Jersey, which is in like half of a Sears store. Oh, you mean the Zeppelin Roosevelt Field food court where I Hate Escalators did his video of the tale of the two food courts? Oh, that is just fun. I might actually watch that video tonight just for giggles and stuff. Yes, that they will be doing that in 2024. I know, and I was on that Kone once. Terrible. I don't know. I don't know what South Hills. Or I don't know where that is. Yeah, well, you play games while you're waiting for your food. That's what I do. I would love to go there again, but you got to be 21. So, oh, why did they probably canceled it because of what's it called? They probably canceled it because of the hurricane, which makes sense. Oh, they must have canceled the trip or something. Yes, Gap is exiting the majority of malls. That is correct in 2024. So we'll be seeing a lot less Gap stores and probably some in downtowns too, depending on how well they're doing. So yes, because it's the largest mall in the state of Delaware. Not sure. No, because Morton's already has a steakhouse at the Shops Riverside, so I don't think so. We don't have those in New Jersey. Hi, Tiger Boy PR17. How are you? There's actually a lot of people on here. Yeah, I know. It's relatively speaking, it's definitely raining. That is for sure. The weather is it's not exactly the nicest outside. Yes, I do. Very briefly, I do. I have been in the Nintendo store, I think, once or twice. I don't really go there a lot, though. The place is really nothing special, and the elevator is a piece of junk. It's a Schindler with freaking VR. Same thing I could see in Paramus. Oh, a dinner party. Those are always fun. Those are always fun. Yeah, unfortunately it's raining. Target buys former Kmart building. Doesn't surprise me. I bet they bought a bunch more Kmart's. Target buys Kmart building. Well, they pulled the same thing at South Lake Tahoe. And where? Oh, Lee Bannon. I bet Target's going to buy more, honestly. I wonder if they're going to buy any more locations in New Jersey. Or that's just it. Damn. GAL monitor TR sucks. I love GAL fixtures. Those are more fun. That's a shame that that Leeds State Fair got canceled though. But I get it with the hurricane. There'd be no point to set up. It's either that or they most likely changed the trip. But that's fun. Dave and Buster's is a fun place to go. No, I have not. I want to get on one of those though someday, hopefully. Yeah, I don't really like Popeyes. It's not exactly. Yeah, Popeyes isn't. I don't exact. I'm not exactly fond of that place. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. There's money out there. It's probably the outlet version though. I know, and it's closing now. It's the last Kmart with a walk up pharmacy. It's a shame. I don't know about that one. Marshmallow cheesecake. I've had the s'mores cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. Delicious. And actually, a couple weeks ago, when I was having people over for Father's Day, um, I had this dark chocolate cheesecake. It was delicious. It was basically right on level with Cheesecake Factory cheesecake, and it's a lot to make a cheesecake that good and have it compared, say, to the Cheesecake Factory. God. Yeah, there's a lot of flooding near me, unfortunately. So there's going to be people honking horns. It's the height of rush hour. People are getting out of work. So what can you do? What can you do? You know, Atlantic Health Systems is opening. Yeah, it's supposed to be that one and another healthcare corporation going in that Sears Auto Center. So much for Sears opening another store, having a store in Paramus. That dream is now gone. Well, it's a long drive. I mean, it's probably about an hour and a half if I'd have to look at the geographical thing of Long Island. But yeah, that's good, I guess. Splish splash. Scorch, you know that mall in Westbury, and that has a cheesecake factory. So 1 hour and 45 minutes. Yeah. Yes, I've heard of Atlantic Care. Yep. That'd be the end of Gap. That's kind of like Disney now, but Disney has so many other ways of making money. They're better off closing all their stores down the road. Out of the two, which one is better attractive in today's world? Definitely Stu Leonard's, but Sears and Roebuck definitely held a significance at the mall, but it's gone at this point now. Yeah, I mean, excuse me. Yeah, that Sears closed in 2018, but they started. Yeah, no, that one ran liquidation through like the holidays. They announced that store was closing. And then 2 years later, the one at Hackensack finally closed, and then Rockaway closed. Um, when did Rockaway close? Rockaway closed the 13th. That was the last Sears closure in New Jersey. The last Kmart closure in New Jersey was May 2nd, which was 3 months ago. And now we're just down to, excuse me, we're just down to Kmart in Avenel and Westwood. Those are the last two left in the state. Excuse me. So I'll see what I can do. I typically like to line up malls with similar tenants because it's easier to compare and contrast, but I'll see what I can do. So, yeah. No, I don't think there is. Deptford. So, but anyways, so, oh wow, there's a lot of people on here. In-N-Out Burger is a burger chain on the West Coast. It's never found on the East Coast at all. So, but anyways, that's going to be the last question. Thank you guys for watching Q&A live stream number 100. And oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Hello, Mocho Elevators. How are you? But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end the live stream. Thank you guys for watching, and that will